Hey there, William Fletcher here from authoritypower.com, and today I want to talk about how to create a headline that gets clicks. So, first of all, why do you need to have a compelling headline that gets people to click? Well, guys, having a compelling headline is what gets people to actually read your content, which gets people on your email list, which gets people to buy your product. So in my case, I have the Authority Power Lab. This is my flagship go-to product for authoritypower.com. So my goal is to get everyone that sees my content to read it, because if they read it, I have a better chance of turning them into a subscriber or turning them into a customer for that product. So headlines are extremely important, guys. You can have the best content in the world, but if nobody reads it, then it doesn't matter. So you got to nail the headline. So that's what we're going to talk about here. So the first tip I have for you guys is create a swipe file for headlines and actually use it. And I add that little tidbit there at the end because I know I'm notorious for it, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there as well that have created a swipe file and then just, never actually used it when you create content. So if you're not familiar with what a swipe file is, essentially it's a file of good headlines that you see out there on other blogs that show up in your social media feed. They come in your email inbox. Anytime you see something that has a good headline, copy that and put it into a file. The reason for doing this is so when you go to create your content and write your headlines, you have a huge file of inspiration of good headlines that have caught your attention. So do that, create your swipe file and actually use it. Next up, write 10 to 20 headlines before picking a winner. Crazy, right? It sounds crazy. But guys, when you're coming up with headlines, it's easy to just use the first thing that comes to your mind, but if you actually analyze that, you'll be surprised at how pathetic that first that first one that you came up with is as you start to write out more and more. And then choose the best one. I know this is especially true when I'm creating headlines for sales letters. I will write a ton of them and I will analyze them and go through them until I find the one that really sticks out to me. And sometimes it's a combination of a couple of them, but the key is, guys, at the very minimum, write out at least 5 and pick the best out of that, because usually your first idea isn't a winner. Next up, guys, be specific. It's easy to try to be vague and try to get as many people interested in your content as possible. But the more specific you are, the more clicks you're going to get. If there's numbers, statistic, facts, or exact specifics that you can refer to, use them. If you're talking to a direct audience, make that known in the headline. Speak to them directly with your headline. Be specific, guys. Next up, focus on the needs of your audience. This one's so important. So many people get this wrong because they create content without a purpose. That's something I'm known for saying repeatedly. Create content with a purpose. So when you're doing that, guys, you're focusing on the needs of your target audience. The people that are going to subscribe to your list, the people that are going to buy your products. So when you create your headlines, focus on the needs of the people that are going to buy your products and services. Very, very important. Can't stress that enough. And last but not least, guys, feed into their curiosity. And anytime you can make somebody curious, intrigued, they're going to want to click to see what's behind it, what's on the other side. It's just like your favorite TV shows. They leave you with a cliffhanger right at the end of the episode so that next week you're tuned in. Do that with your headlines. Be specific and all that stuff, but at the very end, if possible, leave them with a question or something that says, what the heck are they talking about? Because it'll get them to click, get them into your content, and the rest is history. Um, Guys, if you like this content, visit me over at the blog at authoritypower.com for a lot of cool stuff just like this. And if you really want to get serious and generate a passive income online, join me in the Authority Power Lab here, the one-stop shop for creating a passive income business from scratch. So that's all I got for you guys. I will talk to you soon.